right, friend. You were looking at the new Kubota KX033-4. And this is a new addition to the business. And my son purchased it Friday. I went and picked it up today. He purchased it Friday, and I didn't have time to pick it up until today. But anyway, so that he actually did that all online, all via the computer through emails and text. It was crazy. But anyway, so he got it for the business, and it is awesome. The Kubota KX033-4. This little thing is something else. The hydraulics on this thing are unbelievable. So it has like over 8,000 pounds. I think it might be 8,400 pounds of breakout force of digging power, and that is awesome. We've got a 3-foot bucket that we purchased, and this is a 2-foot, but we've got a 3-foot bucket on the trailer. We purchased a new trailer as well, a beefier trailer. We've got the one trailer for the John Deere, and then it just wasn't beefy enough for this thing, so we got a 14,000 pound trailer, and it hauls it perfectly fine. It was my son's F450. You can tell this thing is behind it, but it's not much. It's not much of a strain on it. It's crazy. Anyway, that is it, and I'll do a video of how to work it and that sort of thing. But it's got a angle blade. That blade turns right and left, and of course up and down. It'll handle a 3-foot bucket. It'll do what the bigger mini X's will do. The 57, the 40, the 35. This thing is just under the 35 and the 40. Just under it. If you look at the specs, you're like, wow, the digging depth, the breakout force, the digging force, there is just under it. And to me, I told my son, I said, look, why should we get the bigger, heavier machine when this smaller machine is almost just as powerful? You know, it'll do the same job. It's almost just as powerful. The blade's not as big, and the machine itself is not as big. But this digs just as deep. You know, I think they might dig 6 inches, 12 inches deeper, and I do believe you can get an extension for this digging depth, like 31 inches deeper or something. I don't know. I just kind of glanced over that. But this digs 10.6, so 10.5 feet, and we should not need more than that. And it just continuously, digs. I mean, it's just smooth, awesome, excellent. I goofed off just a little over here, and my son hasn't even seen it. Of course, we went and looked at it months ago, but he hasn't seen this one, and hasn't even used it, or should I say, he hasn't even seen it, much less used it. Did I say that right? Anyway, doesn't matter. That's it. The Kubota KX033-4. Nice. I mean, it's a fairly big machine, but it's still small enough. Anyway, that's it. Did not get the enclosed end cab because if it's raining, we're not going to be working. And, you don't need no air conditioning, heat, whatever. So awesome. Awesome, awesome. That's it, friends. It is a beefy little machine. Beefy little machine. This arm, I think, extends out 16 feet, something crazy like that. It's going to be perfect for us, though. We are, we do field line repair, plumbing, water lines, with a ditch witch, and field line repair with the little John Deere backhoe, and whatever, you can do sewer lines with that little John Deere as long as they're not too deep. But it's excellent for just field line repair, doing crossovers and crush lines and stuff like that. But this thing, we will be able to actually install field lines, and so that's what we are going to be doing, not just repair, but actual installations. And I am excited about it. It's going to be perfect. I actually wish I knew more about landscaping, not lawn maintenance, landscaping. I can go in and do actual real landscaping, because this thing would be perfect for that. That is it. All right, so there's not many videos on this KX033-4. And I searched and searched. So if you are wondering if this thing will handle a 3-foot bucket, it will without any trouble. And if you're wondering if it'll dig a ditch and do it fast and without any trouble, yes, it will. Will it dig up a stump? Absolutely. The thing is awesome. I couldn't find a whole lot on it, and not as far as videos go. I mean, the specs, you can look at the specs and just punch in, KX033-4 specs, and you can see all kinds of specs. But I wanted to see it in action in a video, and there just wasn't much there. There was some there, but just not much. I wanted to know how it did with a 3-foot bucket, and using the 2-footer, there's no doubt that when we put the 3-footer on there, it's going to be no problem whatsoever. And with over 8,000 pounds of digging force, it's going to be fine. Perfect. That is it. And I'll do another video of me using it. Me or my son, one of us, will be using it. I'll do another video and put the 3-foot bucket on there, and that way you can see just how good it does. The Kubota KX033-4. It's an addition to our business, and I'm glad we got it. Undecided, didn't know if we wanted to go this route or not. We actually talked about Caterpillars. John Deere's got prices on both, and price-wise, this was just the best choice. Size-wise, this was just the best choice, and it's perfect for us. Anyway, that is it. Got all these hoses tucked away back here. That's what I like about that little John Deere, man. Them hoses are in every crevice. They're just tucked away, They're completely out of the way. See, I don't like how, which they didn't have a choice, but I just don't like how that is out there like that. This is fine because it's behind. It's on the back. But stuff like this, I don't care for. I just wish there would have been another way, uh, just another way to run it. Maybe, well, I don't know. I'm not an engineer. I'm a griper and a complainer. Anyway, Cat, I will run you over with that machine. I don't know who you think you are. Go get him, sick him. Crazy cats. Anyway, right here, friend. Dealing with these guys was short and sweet. So if you're in the metropolitan area of Atlanta, right there you go. They are in Lithonia, Georgia. Very, very easy to deal with. Everything was good. And man, do they have an unbelievable selection. And listen to this. So I'm in there like a week or so ago, maybe two, and swung back in there. I've been in there 3, 4 times and just being undecided. And so I'm talking to a salesman, not my salesman, another one. Uh, you can't go inside the office; they won't let you in there. And some of them have their desk outside, and so just because of the virus, and then and a lot of times they're working from home as well. So anyway, so my salesman wasn't there, and I was just chit chatting with a guy, and I said, "You guys got to be slow on these sales, man." And he said, "Well," he said, "the tractor sales are about normal, maybe a little slow." He said, "But the lawn equipment stuff," he said, "the zero turns, the lawnmowers, the that sort of thing," he said, "is just booming right now." He said, "So many people who lost their jobs are going into the lawn business." And good for them. Good for them. Good for them. Bad for the lawn guys who are out there in business. I know that lawn business, man. That in the summertime it gets tough when all these school kids get out and these college kids and they do the part-time lawn business, lawn care thing. And so right now it's got to be getting tight too with all the laid off workers getting into the lawn business. But hey, they have a right to do that, and good for them for doing that. Good for you for working for yourself. Anyway, I'm going to tell you what, this is going to do excellent for septic, but this machine right here for a landscaper would be awesome as well. Somebody who plants a lot of trees, needs to do a little grading, somebody that actually has a skid steer as well. And this is nice. Nice. Anyway, we'll see you, friends.